Moving on to what you're all here for, let's talk about Payday 3. We knew this wasn't going to be the huge trailer launch before heading in, but I was listening out for any small snippet of information. In the end, Eric came out and gave us so much more to work with than anyone anticipated. First of all, he connects the narratives of both games. Payday 3 will be taking place several years after Payday 2, which of course ended in 2018 from a story standpoint. He mentions that it will be a contemporary setting, bearing in mind the ages of the crew members, which leads me to believe that it'll be set in 2023 and follow the tradition of marrying the Payday timeline with that of the real world. As we know, the gang did retire at the end of Payday 2 no matter which ending you see as canon, but as guessed, in Payday 3 the gang is being forced back into a life of crime by a very powerful enemy. In other words, we're being coerced, likely after something happens to a contractor or crewmate close to the gang, bringing back the core four of Hoxton, Dallas, Chains and Wolf. This has shades of the original Dentist storyline, where he contracted us to do his dirty work in order to rescue Hoxton from prison. Speaking of the characters though, let's take a look at the first bit of key art they share with us on stream, the heist designs. First things first, our boys look incredible. They are so much more unique in terms of clothing presentation, posture, and even body shape, which brings much more character and personality in from the start. Hoxton looks suitably suave and cocky in his slim fit blue outfit. Dallas looks dignified and professional in his brown and beige look. Chains is more functionally dressed with his sleeves rolled back in grey. And finally, Wolf takes the casual part of smart casual to the next level, unbuttoned in black and red. Not only do these designs hint at their preferred methods of operating in Heist, which will likely be a larger part of the game as a whole, it also gives you a really good feel for their individual mindsets. Wolf looks wonderfully unhinged based on his stance and classic head tilt. Chains is bulkier and looks more intimidating. Dallas is fixing up his tie, ever the professional, whilst Hoxton looks almost disinterested and like he has better things to be doing. I love it. There's going to be even more making each character unique, and the different fandoms are really going to erupt when the game comes out. Oh, and just so you know, after seeing so many of the voice actors involved in the game on stream, I'm positive that your favourites like Vlad, Houston and Sydney will be returning in some shape or form in the future, even if they're not here at the launch of Payday 3. The second image revealed confirmed a lot of our suspicions. Here we see the crew all messed up and casing a massive New York bank, which appears to be on an even larger scale than that of the First World branch from Payday the Heist. It's confirmed that the gang will travel, but New York is the new base of operations in Payday 3. This is going to influence the story tremendously too, with Eric emphasising the more digital world they now live in. Of course, we're at Industry 4.0, the fourth industrial revolution of extreme digitization, with cryptocurrency, mass surveillance, and the dark web being notable features of the world Payday 3 is set in. This means more digital-themed heists, and from the sounds of it, more tech to both assist the gang and for the gang to fight against. If I had to guess where this will take the story, I expect us to be fighting less against the political system, more against corporate injustice around Wall Street. Just look at the GameStop drama from this year if you want some indication of the sort of money, stakes and illegality we're talking about here. As ever, we're stealing from the rich to give to ourselves, just a slightly different motive now. We see from this first image that Golden Shark Incorporated looks like our new Harvest and Trustee, and just like everything in New York, it's scaled up and urbanized to the max. I do want to draw your attention up to the right of this building as we see a figure who looks fairly presidential. I wonder if he'll play a part in the narrative. The next and final image we were treated to is an evolution of the second once the crew have gone loud. We see them fighting from the steps, likely on their way out of the bank as Dallas can be seen carrying loot of some sort. The responding force is the NYPD and their specialist units, as we clearly see a riot shield cop engaging at the base of the stairs. 100% specials will be coming back in Payday 3. The sheer scale of the destruction is something I've really noted. The scorched earth and plumes of smoke make everything about this assault look much grittier than what we're used to with Payday 2. Of course, Eric mentioned the gang will need to get back into shape after being forced to heist again, but this doesn't look like we're going back to being small-time criminals to me. This is just key art, but some of the detail here is immense. I wonder if we're going to see more destructible and realistic world features. Eric did talk about the power of Unreal when compared to Diesel, so expect this art to be at least somewhat reflective of the visual ambitions of Payday 3. And that's it for now. This is Payday 3 at the latest we've really seen it. The crew look incredible, the world immersive, and if the gameplay matches the art, it's fair to start getting a little excited.